along Punggol Coast, see in the background. And today I want to talk about how my mum and dad lost everything valuable that they ever owned to a property agent scammer, I will call this person. And if we look back, I think my mum actually knows this agent quite well. This guy is our upstairs neighbor. And essentially, my mum has not very much older than me, maybe I think 6-7 years older than me. But my mum has seen this person grow up from a young age. And that's why I think the trust was always there, that you know this person since he was a child. And when they convert to a property agent, then you just say, okay, I want to support the neighbor. So at that time, my mum, you see my previous story, I already shared that we didn't have a very good financial standing for our family. So it was always a challenge for money. So at retirement age, I think it is typically a lot of people hope to sell off their HDB, and your money from your HDB can fund your retirement. Now, most of the time, if you are talking about old HDB, in my case is Ang Mo Kio 5-room flat, quite big one, 130 square meters near Ang Mo Kio MRT. But because it's old already, the value maybe don't go so high. And at the time, my mom wanted to retire. But if we look at, and I share this on TikTok Live quite often, saying that a lot of times the replacement cost nowadays, if you are going from a HDB, a big HDB to a small HDB, the amount of money you can cash out is really not a lot, because maybe you end up with 200 over thousand or 300 over thousand. You want to renovate, then really nothing much left. So in my mom's case, she got my sister to buy over, and I think because they're afraid that my sister will kick them out, so they put in all their names. Basically is to my sister come in, and then she take over all the CPF. She used her CPF and she used loan, and my mom is able to take out the money together with the other owner. So, but that money, I think in the end they got back about 300,000 cash. That was supposed to last their retirement. So my parents besides the gambling part of my mom, if she can curb the gambling, that 300k rightfully should be able to last her until today, or when they need to leave, when it's time to leave. But for them, I think the property agent that they met, he came up with this investment scheme. So he knows that my mom has this cash proceed, and he knows that my mom is maybe on the ignorant side or not very savvy. He decided to come up with this scheme. He says that, Auntie, if you put this money with me, I will pay you an interest of, I think that time was like $500 per month, or $500 per month interest. So I think it works out to be, or maybe even more, it works out to be, I think about 1% a month, something like that, 1% per month, just 50k. And my mom, naturally, being a bit gullible, she didn't tell anybody. She passed this agent 50k. At the time, it's very big. How many years ago? 50k, and then she's expecting this $500 every month. And he said, Auntie, you trust me, you watch me grow up, and so on and so forth. But at that age, I think I still very ignorant. I am not really an adult per se, and so I don't know what happened. What happened was, I think first month the fella still pay. Second month onwards, this agent didn't pay anymore. And what was baffling, how naive was my mom. She essentially passed him money with no IOU, no form of, just pass cash. So no proof of transfer, no proof that this person ever borrowed money from you with this investment scheme, what percentage and all that. She just gave him cash. And second month onwards, he never paid already. When my mom went up to, try to look for him, he basically disappeared. So she's very long-term friend with her neighbor also. So this the neighbor's son, I think on the 4th floor or 5th floor. Then the mom says, you pass money to my son. Then number one, you say, you look for my son, or you look for me? At that stage, maybe the moms don't know. But later on, a couple of months later, a lot of debtors start to find the neighbor, and apparently everybody knew because he did a lot of this to the surrounding neighborhood people and a lot of neighbors. And all these people were enticed to join this so-called investment scheme. What we know is that the agent ended up, he drives a BM, I think 5 Series or something like that, using the money. He drives BM, I think he stays in a condo. He told my mom, Auntie, when one day my mom managed to confront him, Auntie, I got borrow from you, meh? What are you talking about? I don't have. Never happened. What I mean, got proof or not? No proof. And I think got one time he did in the end agree. Got hands on the floor. He did in the end agree, but he actually did tell my mother, money don't have 啦，命一条要不要？没有钱，钱没有。That means no money. You want you take my life 咯 Don't have nothing. Spend already. Don't have. And my mom tried to find things like debt collector, but debt collector, legalized debt collector also say, Auntie, you got no proof, no IOU, no nothing. You want to sue this person also cannot, not that you can afford to sue lah. So sue also cannot, no IOU, no proof of funds transfer. The the legal debt collector also don't even want to help. And other thing my mom did, so she got 300k so 50k go to this unscrupulous agent. And a lot of times why I reflect, how come I feel that ethics is so important as a property agent. If you are ethical, or why you should be ethical is because the advice that you give, people hire you and like say pay you, it's a substantial commission. People pay you because people don't know what they don't know, and they hope that your life experience or your career experience can give them more insights on what they should look out for, and they listen to you, and they listen to a lot of property. If they trust you, they listen to you. Now, if you don't give good advice, or if you harm them, in this case it's directly harm them, your actions and your advice can change a person's life. Change a person's life, and essentially you are affecting them in a very negative way in this instance, and you can destroy a family one day. You can cause a family to break up. You can, if end up they have financial difficulty, then this house, like say, or this advice, if it hurts them so much that they cannot get out of that bad situation by using their house. That's why, partially that's how property safety net, part of the reason why it came out is because of my mom's case. And for her under $250,000, guess what? She invested in somebody that, that person also got no experience as a businessman. Then end up all the money lost, 250k gone. Invested, never got back a cent. And so my parents, due to, I would say, ignorance, being too naive, they ended up their retirement with no property, no money, and purely reliant on their children for day-to-day living. And still, towards today, still have the hope that I can win through lottery, and lottery can change my life until today. Recently my father started this thing, and my mom, dementia already cannot buy, never mind. But my dad still thinks that, I want to get rich so that I can get rich through lottery so that I can do more things. So I don't know why my dad, as he get older, start to have these kind of thoughts. But the key thing is this: as a consumer, my personal advice is that if today you are not educated in terms of real estate matters, and you don't have the knowledge, the competency, I understand you don't have the marketing tools to sell your house and all that. You don't have the property guru account and all that, I understand. But why it's important for you to have the basic knowledge and the things that you should look out for, or at least find someone that you can really trust? It's because if you don't and you still remain ignorant or naive and you assume that your whoever is this agent, sometimes you don't know people until you really go through adversity, that at least you know how to differentiate whether the advice given to you is good, genuine, or like I said, what I always like to do, backed by data, backed by facts, backed by past transaction, and not based on my own theory. When you get that simple knowledge, education, there is no way people can smoke you and bluff their way through, or like I said, cheat you. And your life, life is in Singapore is really hard enough. You don't need to complicate, or you don't want all these things like being scammed to complicate your life any further. This amount of money is your hard-earned money. It's not like especially property. It's not peanut, no. It's not monopoly money. And essentially, if you let people, coerce you into making a bad decision, and after that you regret, it takes you maybe 10 years or more, at least 5 to 10 years, to maybe even recover financially. Like some people cannot recover financially, or some people go bankrupt because of all these things. Bad business decision, bad investments. So my take is this, sometimes grow that knowledge is a need and not a want, or good to do. If you have that competency, and like I say, in the age of social media, do try to gain knowledge wherever you can. It's free, and you just end up with a beautiful retirement or beautiful life, and you don't need to worry about where your next meal come from. And that's what I want to leave you with. Okay, bye.